This is John from Imagine Crafts, and I'm here to show you how to make this great old-fashioned medicine bottle today with StazOn Inks along with our Goosebumps texture spray with a little label that's made out of our Vertigo film. So to get started with this project, you just need any kind of old-fashioned bottle that you can pick up at pretty much any craft store. And I'm going to use an ink blusher along with our StazOn mustard, and I'm just going to start applying the mustard color directly to the glass. And I'm using an ink blusher instead of putting the ink pad directly onto the glass so that I can avoid getting any potential sticky wet spots later down the road when I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm going to allow this to completely air dry, which should take about 5 minutes, or you can use a heat gun to speed the process up a little bit. Just remember, if you're using a heat gun, that your glass will become hot, so you want to let it cool down before you pick it up. Now that the mustard StazOn color is completely dry, I'm now going to apply a layer of our StazOn layer protectant to seal the color, but also so I can add our next pumpkin color on top of this. And I'm just going to apply this with an ink blusher. And the nice thing about the StazOn is that a little dab will do you when you're putting this on. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot. And this dries very quickly, so I'll be able to apply my next layer of color just as soon as it's dry. Now I'm going to add some pumpkin StazOn onto my bottle. And I'm just applying the color kind of randomly here and there just to add a little depth and texture on here. So I can add a little orange or a lot of orange, just depending on what kind of look I want to go for. To get some real texture on here, I can just lightly put the pad directly onto the bottle. And that's going to give it kind of an aged look. Now that the bottle is completely dried, and I've also added on another layer of our StazOn layer protectant, I'm now going to spray some of our Goosebumps texture spray onto the bottle. As you can see, this is going to add that kind of dewy, misty look on here that makes this bottle take on its antique appearance. As you can see, has those nice kind of dewdrops on there. Now you do want to let this completely air dry, and you don't want to use a heat gun with this. And now it's time to finish our bottle. I've already put the bottle cork into the top, and I also tied a small piece of ribbon just around the neck of the bottle. I've pre-stamped my Vertigo film. This is the Wizard Oil label from Stampendous, and I stamped this on our Vertigo in the taffeta finish, and I stamped on here with our StazOn the Jet Black. I've already applied adhesive to my labels. I'm just going to put my label right here in the middle, and then my smaller label right down below. And my antique bottle is all set. For more great project ideas, check out Imagine Crafts on Facebook, Pinterest, and at imaginecrafts.com.